gentlemen, we need to talk. And this is the Weeb edition because you have probably seen a lot of guys talk about how you can get laid, how you can get a girl, how you can get this, that, and the third. But right now, I'm going to be real with you. From the black weeb culture of the anime community, I'm going to be real with you because a lot of guys talk about how why people don't love them, why people don't do this, that, and the third for them, why they aren't getting a girlfriend, but nobody actually connects with them like properly, like give them that true knowledge from someone that has experience, someone that knows how to talk to women, knows what's going on, and knows what goes down. Because honestly, I can get women. I know what to do, but at the same time, I mess up as well as any guy would. So honestly, I deeply, deeply tell you that my tips might help. It might not. But at the same time, it's all about what you do with said opinion, what you do with said tips, because these are tips that you men like myself, tips like myself, need to follow and need to look through to get ahead within relationships and get ahead within what goes down within said relationships, especially if you want to start a relationship with someone. Then follow these tips. And without further ado, let's get started. Well, number one, respect. I'm not talking about just respecting women or men if you're swinging that way or in between. I'm talking about respecting yourself. Like, put respect to your own name. Like, talk about yourself like you are truly someone of worthy. Somebody of worthiness. Like, you know how kings have people that back them up and talk about them how they are this great? Or even Alexander the Great, how he talked about himself, how he humbled himself, and talked about how he has been he has been through this, he has been through that, he has done this, he has done that. Then why don't you do that for yourself? Like, talk about all the good things that you can do, can't do, and all the things that you want to do, and then show it. Prove that to yourself and show that you are worthy of being loved. And then my next tip is probably something that you've already heard a million times over. Stay clean. It's something that needs to be said multiple times, and I feel like it needs to be said again. Stay freaking clean. Because I've had so many people back when I was working and trying to pick up girls, and I smelled like a dead body. Like, I literally had an odor that was just resonating off of me, and it took one of my coworkers to tell me that, you kind of stink, man. Maybe you should get some deodorant or something because everyone else is kind of feeling like a little sick, like being around you. And I was like, oh, I didn't know. Nobody came up to tell me that. But at the same time, that's something that I should have already realized because I was not showering the way that I should, and I wasn't doing what I needed to do to show that I was at least worthy of someone to be in a relationship with. Because if I was in a relationship with someone and I smelled like a dead body, that should have already hinted that something needs to change. And then the third is work out, exercise, do something. Because honestly, it needs to be said multiple times. Because I have seen so many weebs, otakus that literally, figuratively, talk about how they don't want to exercise. They don't want to do this. They don't want to do that. They have conditions that say that they can't exercise. Well, try to figure out a way that you can exercise without hurting yourself or messing up your body. There is multiple ways that you can do so. And even certain doctors would even subscribe someone to do a certain exercise, even a chair exercise you can do. Even if there was an exercise where you're just sitting on the floor or you are just laying in your bed, there are certain exercises for everyone. So I don't want to hear no excuses about, oh, I can't do this or you can't do that. Then just do it. And number 5, no simping. Like, this is a tip that I should have planned for myself as well. I wish I was hearing myself from back when I was a kid, because that was a huge problem in life. When it came to women, and then when they asked me to do something, I would do it because the fact that I was raised that way. When a woman tells me to do something, I automatically did it. If a woman told me to literally jump off a bridge, I would probably do it. I would probably be dead if a woman told me to do that. And honestly, it's crazy. It's sad. Yes, it is. But honestly, it needs to be addressed where men right now in the 2000s need to understand that we don't need to do that. We shouldn't have to go overboard for women when we are already trying to do the best that we can. Because I understand that there are certain women that get taken advantage of, and I understand that, but then there are certain men that want to be able to feel like they are worthy, they are loved, they are respected. But then at the same time, when a man literally shows that he has the qualifications, he has the willingness to give love and show that he is worthy of a queen's time, and then get taken advantage of just because he is not giving said credentials, it feels kind of unfair. Like, in all honesty, it feels kind of petty in a way, because if a guy literally is talking to a girl, then she ghosts him, or she just disappears off the face of the earth, and then expects a man to just run tail to her and expecting to try and find out what's her deal, then he looks like a stalker. But if he is just trying to see if she's okay, and when she told him that she was sick or she has corona, this, that, and the third, and then he tries to figure out what's going on, and he still looks like a stalker. Or if a guy is just trying to be nice, try to be respectful, and he tries to draw her a picture of herself, and it looks very nice, but then he'll still look like a stalker, and then he tries to find out what's wrong, or he tries to just give love, and he shows he cares. But at the same time, though, many women will just walk all over guys, and I understand there's not a lot of those women that are good, but then at the same time, there's a lot of women out there that are truly bad. And they know who they are, but they don't want to admit it because either they're a Karen or they are just plain evil. They are literally having that Vegeta energy of Z, where they would have so much pride on their shoulders that they will not admit that they're wrong. And that's completely and utterly disrespectful of a guy that would work hard, show that he respects her, and then he gives all that love just to either waste all his money on one woman, or he puts all that time for one woman, and then she would toss him away when he is broke and on his ass homeless. I've been through it. Even when I was homeless, I've been through it. And I never want someone to go through the same thing that I went through. And I hope that no one has to go through that again. Number 6, style. Honestly, you can see that I'm kind of dressing nice right now, and this is one of those things where style is important when it comes to a woman. If you are not dressed properly, you are going to look kind of weird in a way. Like, for example, I got this shirt from Spencer's, but excuse me for it. Uh, this shirt right here, yeah, not good on a first date. Well, this right here, yeah, you can wear something like this and it would look good. You look like you are trying to at least put an effort in to wanting to have a relationship. It will show that you are wanting to put that time in for a relationship. Especially when you are at least trying to like look like something. Because honestly, I've seen so many guys that honestly dress like they are about to go to a convention or they're about to just watch some anime but not dress properly unless their partner is into that too. But you can't always think that dressing like you're wearing that shirt and think that it's going to be proper or okay. Because I have talked to so many people in females that like anime, that like hentai, that love watching and reading manga, and it just feels like if you're not dressing for success and you're not basically putting in that time and care for the way of style, then you're probably going to fall short in that category. Because a style represents yourself, represents who you are. But if you're just going to dress like you're just some guy that is meant to just stay on the internet and not really talk face to face, then you're going to have a problem. Number 7, love yourself. It does not even need to be explained. Just love yourself. Love who you are. Love what you have done so far in your journey. Love what you can do for said self to make yourself even bigger than you already are. Because today, you're at this level. Tomorrow you should be at this level. Then the next day you should be at this level. Everything takes time. I understand that. But you need to keep on elevating every single day to show that you're not going to just go from here down to here. Because that's where you'll falter. That's where you'll fall short. And then the next tip is, are you ready? Yeah. Number 8 is, are you ready? Because honestly, if you're not ready for a relationship, then you're either just looking for sex, looking for companionship, or just looking for friendship in the way of a relationship. Because it honestly happens. Because you can be literally asexual and still be wanting a relationship. You can even be bisexual and not look for the sexual aspects of a relationship. Or you could even be someone that's gray romantic and then not want anything to do with a relationship, but you just jumped into it because of the fact that you just wanted companionship in the way of someone that you can feel close to deep down. And it sucks because nowadays people don't want friendship, they mostly want a relationship. And when a lady says that, oh, they just want to be friends, that means that you messed up, or they honestly just want to be friends while they find someone that actually fits their quota. And it's crazy. It is. But that's how the world is nowadays with cancel culture, woke culture, and other things that are making this country bad. And then we have number 9. Keep your eyes open. Because we do not want to end up like dense heroes out here. And I do not want to see men in the anime community end up feeling like they are not keeping their eyes open. Because if a woman is flirting with you, it's going to be obvious in their eyes. It's going to be obvious in their posture. It's going to be obvious in the way that they move, the way that they fluctuate. And it's easy to tell when you're going from point A to point B when it comes to someone wanting a relationship with you and someone that just sees you as a friend. The hints will be there. Honestly, trust me. The hints will be there. And number 10. Just be yourself. It's the same thing as love yourself, but it's kind of different because you can dress for success or you can dress the way that you want. I'm not here to just tell you what to do, but at the same time, I want you to be able to present yourself the way that you want to. If you want to wear this shirt and your partner knows who you are and what you represent, then go for it. If you want to go to an anime convention and meet people and probably fall in love with someone, then go for it. If you want to go and see an anime live action film or even a Marvel film or a DC film, then go for it. Just understand that this is your life. You make your own choices and your own decisions. Yeah. Just like how this channel is my choice. Everyone has their own choices and everyone has their own opinion on what they want to do with said life. Not parents, not workers, not even friends or colleagues can tell you what you want to do within said relationship. But always look at these tips that I've given you and know that every single last thing that you do will affect what you do next. Because we only live once. There is no redos or a game over screen where you get to have a retry. We only live once. We only get one life. There is no magic mushroom in this world that can bring us more health or make us grow taller. All we can do is try to improve ourselves little by little and become a better version of ourselves with each passing day. So truly, if you're a man out there and you need just some tips, you can always watch this video and then keep on growing, keep on learning for yourself, and keep on knowing that you can always be better. Never feel like right now is the best that you could ever be. There is always tomorrow.